Alright, I'm gonna just play this. So last time we were working on some side quests. I know it's been a couple streams since I did Tears of the Kingdom. It's because I moved my Switch into the other room and my wife and I were playing it a bunch. So now it is in here. I'm gonna put give me 1 second. Alright. So this one, that's kind of a long quest. I don't want to do any of the Great Fairy ones yet. Oh, that's right. We were trying to get a picture. And he said, "What's up, Lucas? Welcome in." He said that my picture was not good enough. So he wants a picture of the columns in the ruins. I'm going to show you my picture. This is my picture. That's breathtaking. But apparently not good enough for him. Whatever. We'll go take another picture. It has to be at a specific time, too. So he's like, I want it to be at sunrise. Okay, and then it's like right here. I downloaded Tears of the Kingdom like 2 hours ago. Awesome. Have you ever had a chance to play it? How far are you, by the way? I don't think there'll be anything that's super spoiler heavy in this stream. It's just gonna mostly be me doing side quests. So I'm not gonna do anything that's like of major importance. I'm just running around Hyrule and finish the shrine. Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna be running around Hyrule and doing stuff. So we're gonna do I don't think there'll be anything that I'm gonna spoil. Especially considering the game's been out for a while. You might have come across some spoilers on your own. Where is my wood? Do I not have wood? Really? What's up, Brooklyn? It has been a good minute since Brooklyn has been in here. Welcome in. I'm used to Breath of the Wild, so I understand the combat and stuff. Yeah, it's not too much different. I'm gonna go ahead and throw down one of these guys. We'll take this one and throw it down here. Anyway, how have things been? I think this one has a lot of lumber. I just need wood. Yeah, so for Lucas, I'm not going to be doing anything like doing any of the dungeons or anything like that today. Really, it's just side content. There is an insane lag when spamming map on real Switch, not emulator. I've never played it on emulator, but I would imagine that there's pretty big lag. Oh, my Master Sword ran out. Playing Pokemon Violet. How far are you into it? I never really got that far in that game. I think the furthest I got in Pokemon Violet was I beat one gym. I was on my way to another gym. I beat the Bombardier. And then what else did I do? I did at least a couple of the Titans because I remember I talked to Arden or whatever his name is several times. I don't remember. You're gonna learn some glitches. Yeah, I think doing glitches are super fun, and I beat all gym leaders and Titans. I'm now doing Starfall Street. Gotcha. I never did any of the Starfall Street. I actually don't have a copy of it anymore because I gave my copy away to my brother-in-law. They didn't have a Switch, and so we gave them our old Switch and a couple of our games, including Violet. But I would be willing to play Arceus on stream if I had enough people that were like wanting me to. I do some glitches in Breath of the Wild. I mainly do breaking glitches like memory storage or arms. For Breath of the Wild, my favorite is either the Master Sword, getting the Master Sword early, or wind bombing, obviously. I still have a version of Breath of the Wild that I can do BLSS, which is not available on a lot of the later ones, I guess. Okay, do I still not have wood? I did have wood. Let's throw... I guess I'll throw this. That's fine. Yeah, the BLSS was patched in 1.8. I have 1.6.1, I think. It really pisses me off that I have to talk to the stable owner before I can get the picture. Because I already had that picture in my inventory. You're using event Qianpao against Atticus. Like I said, I haven't played very much of that game, so I'm not positive on all the different things that are involved in it, but... Oh, well, I don't know what it was then. I can look it really quick. Oh, I guess I do have 1.8.0. Well, I guess no more BLSS for me. I haven't played Breath of the Wild for a while, if you can't tell.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Okay, so that is a side quest completed.
Oh. Oh.
Yay, I got a pony point.
Oh. Mm.
Alright, so that makes 44 side quests completed. This one, I think... Princess sighting. I don't want to do the princess sightings yet. Okay, we're gonna go up here. I can definitely tell. Also, I found a glitch to randomly get launched by holding a shield and jumping on the edge of a thin fence and holding forward that will launch you backwards. Interesting. Okay, this one is... I think it's over here. On that side of the thing. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes you will fall off the fence like 20 times. Sometimes you will launch. Alright, let's head over here. Like he falls slightly, goes back up, falls again, back up. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Okay. There's a side quest that gives you a free golden horse. In this game or in I know there's one here. I'm trying to get Yuzu emulator working on my laptop, but it crashes when I load the game. Yeah, I'm aware of it in this game. I tried using Rujinx, but that didn't work either. Not for this game, but for Breath of the Wild. It's just, it's a lot to process, so a lot of times it just doesn't work very well. I think typically the people that use stuff like Yuzu and Rujinx are like, have like really powerful computers. I was able to load Breath of the Wild, but it was like really slow frame rate, like 1 frame per 30 seconds or something. It was really slow. Yay, food. Okay, that is another one completed. Who finds a haven? I got Dolphin to work in Citra. Those are lower demanding softwares though. To run like a Switch game is a lot more power sucking. I don't know. But to run something for Wii U or Wii is a lot less. Okay, it says oh, hi dog. I've gotten Dolphin to work on my computer. It lags every once in a while, but it runs fairly well. Simu ran homebrew, but after restarting it gives me RAM errors. I cannot get Simu to work. It says I require some file, and I can't remember what the error is. Something to do with that. I've been trying to get it to work for a while, but no luck. Because if I get that to run, I can do randomizer a lot easier. Okay, we're doing a picture for the stable. No, I've gotten Wind Waker to work for Dolphin. Maybe you have a Wind Waker copy that's bad or something. Okay, I'm gonna find that cave for those girls. Well, all my ROMs are saved onto my external, but it doesn't change the fact that it has to run through the computer. Okay, Stenerda base. Where's Stenerda Basin? I do that because my friend's laptop is set up with Yuzu and Simu working. I don't know. Maybe try uninstalling Simu and installing it again. Maybe you got a bad... something affected your install. I don't know. Okay, Stenerda Basin. Oh, Stenerda Basin. The only game I tested Simu with those Wind Waker. Yeah, so maybe try doing a different one. Try doing like a Mario game or something like that. Vapors drift over Stenerda's Basin near the pond near Hebra. At the source of the stream lies a bright mushroom haven. Right here? Yeah, I would definitely try testing other games. I might try to get Simu to work again, but just had no luck with it. Or some homebrew stuff, like a ROM updater, homebrew app store, Couper, payload loader, installer. Hmm. It's like a crouch, like a crawl space or something. You got Simu to work on OOT. Huh. Maybe not down there. Oh, it is down here. Okay. That's 46. And we're taking all of this. Alright, any other mushrooms? Alright, now we need to go back over here. Talk to the guy. Get what picture he wants for the stable.
Oh. Oh.
My friend will give me a 3DS on my birthday with a few games if he can find his old one. That's awesome. I always wanted a 3DS.
Oh.
Okay, he wants the giant bird with wings stretched wide in the Hebrew Mountains. It just said the bird can be seen. Okay. Is it up here? I want to mod it and do some homebrew apps. Yeah, that'd be cool. I just want a 3DS because I've never had the newest or latest handheld device I've had was the Game Boy SP, which is very old. So I think it'd be cool to have something like a 3DS or a 2DS, um, to be able to like just take on the go and play. Of course, I could play my Switch on the go, but it's not the same. Gotta remove this. Yeah, I wanna. I have I have a Wii. I need to get my Wii going, but yeah, I mean that's part of the problem of giving kids devices is that they don't really take care of it like they should. And then you grow up and you're like, well, crap, I want that again. Northwest. Okay. Easy enough. Let me throw down a save, or not a save, a medallion here while I'm here, just in case I have to come back up here. I had Ocarina of Time on a real 3DS, but I was a kid and didn't read anything and just walked around. Didn't even get the shield or sword. How old were you when you had it? Because I played Ocarina of Time as a kid. I was able to get to the Forest Temple really young, and then later on I was able to beat the game, but
Oh.
I played that game to death as a kid. Like 8. I think I don't remember how old I was. My friends and I played it all the time when we got older, though.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh.
Yay, reward available.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Okay. I completed that. It's 47. Let me see what my pony points get me.
Hi.
It does look like Valmetto.
Oh. Ah.
Yay, got a saddle. And a bridle.
Oh.
Alright. We're gonna do the horse later. We can do... Where's this? Over here. The bird in the mountain was a quest in Breath of the Wild as well. It was one of the Rito kids was like, "Oh, I want to see a picture of it." Okay, I think there is somebody on the other side of here. They might not be there because it's raining. I made lots of money recently. I have rich friends and we are in school and they block websites for games and stuff. I made an unblocker and stuff and he pays a lot of money for it. Hey Anna, welcome in. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Hopefully you had a good winter break. Yeah. Okay, I gotta just put wheels on it. There we go. There's wheels. Where's a horse nearby? Oh, there's a horse nearby. Actually, I was sick. I still am, but enjoying laying around today and catching your stream. That sucks. I got sick a little bit right after the holidays. It sucks being sick. Like, I came back to work, and then, like, that next week I was sick. It sucks, but it is what it is, right? Yeah, if you have a horse in Breath of the Wild and you have it on the same Switch, then it should transfer over. Yeah. Come on, horse. Not you. Bye. Thing that sucks though is I feel like the beginning of my school year goes by much faster than the end of my school year. The last couple months is just brutal. Yeah, did you check? I think in Lookout Landing you have to do some stuff to get the stable. Oh, you didn't get the 4 shrines yet? We'll go do that. Get that done so you can go explore Hyrule. Okay, that one is done. So that is 48. What does this guy want for his picture? It took me a while playing Tears of the Kingdom to find out they're stable in Lookout Landing. Yeah, same here. I did not expect there, and even like the place where you get the energy cells done, I wasn't expecting that to be near Lookout Landing so close. I always went to the one on the Great Sky Island. Lady above. This over here. Does that mean I need to go up here? I like how most Tears of the Kingdom music is Breath of the Wild music, but remixed. Yeah, it's very, very similar. The entire vibes are very similar. And you know what's funny is Breath of the Wild, I prefer Breath of the Wild over Tears of the Kingdom, but I played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom in 2025, and I preferred my time playing Tears of the Kingdom. So, that's just how things were for me. It's a big lag. Huge lag. They didn't really, I mean they did, they patched it, but it was more that, yeah, I guess they patched it. Music in the villages is, but I didn't find as much ambient music in other parts of the game. I think my favorite music in this game is when you're on your horse and riding around and it's just that nice piano music. I think that's really nice. Sorry I couldn't get the clouds out of the way, Mr. Horse Stable Guy. Alright, that is another one done. My favorite music in Tears of the Kingdom when you're on the Great Sky Island. Yeah, that's not bad either. Colosseum Ruins. I thought I found that. Did I not find that last one? Yeah, you just look at the picture on the, like, the blank frame on the wall, and he'll be like, oh, you want to do a picture? Here's how you do a picture. It took me a while to figure that one out, too. Okay, we're going this way. Okay, over here. I thought we got this already. Yeah, we got that. Okay. I just had to complete it. Okay, over here. We're going here. Don't I have a picture of a skeleton horse? I thought I had a picture of one. I guess not.
Ah. Ah. Hmm. Ah.
Okay, so he wants me to go to Satori. Hi, Fox. Cherry blossom tree. Okay. And then we go back here. This guy.
Ah.
Yes, every stable has a frame. Except for technically the one at Lookout Landing doesn't. Yeah, it's not a bad little thing to do. It's relatively easy and nearby.
Ooh. Ah. Ah.
The one at Lookout Landing doesn't because it's not a full stable, but...
Ooh.
Yeah, the menu kind of bothers me. Especially coming from Breath of the Wild. It was a little annoying.
Ah. Ah.
But I think after playing Tears for a little bit, you kind of get used to it. Okay, so that one is completed. That makes 51 side quests. There's 139 side quests. This game is insane. Okay, let's get a reward.
Ah. Ooh.
Main restyling service.
Ah.
Save up more points and you'll be able to register one additional horse. Okay. So we need to do the skeletal horse thing. Sanadin Park ruins north of the stable. You'll know them from the horse statue amid the ruins. At night. See, for this, I usually go into the depths, but I guess I don't need to. I'm gonna delete that one. Oh, I see one. See, I had a picture. Whatever. Alright, let's come over here. I took a picture. Oh, I have to bring it? Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I'll go do this again. I might need to make it nighttime again because I think it might be a little too late. I could probably do it. Ouch. Oh, I'm cutting it close. Yeah, this music is so nice. Yeah, I might be cutting it pretty close here. Come on, come on. There we go. Thanks for the money. I'm gonna watch him disappear. Okay, horse is gonna disappear. Bye-bye. Okay, so I need to find a deer. It says across this... Oh. go. All right. Next up, we can do... There's a bunch we can do. Is there any in the sky? The Shrine Explorer. So we should have gotten that one. Yeah, we got that one. That's it. There's one other quest up there, but that's for later. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Okay, I don't want to do all the Zelda sighting things yet. What is this one? This one is... Okay. I'm not gonna worry about that one. We can do the painting though that he wants. Which one? What does he want? He wants a picture of its goddess statue, but which one? Is it the one in the Temple of Time? In a sacred place to the southwest of Hyrule Field. Southwest of Hyrule Field. So that's, yeah, that's Temple of Time. That's gotta be Temple of Time. Shoot. Alright, let's head over to the Temple of Time. Temple of Time. Alright, let's head back. Make sure that this one is right. Is that the right picture?
Oh. 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 Oh.
Yay, pony point.
Oh.
Okay, that makes 53. Fell into a well. I feel like I have that one. No, I don't have that one. Alright, we can do that one. Man, this game made me hate trees. More than anything else.
Oh. Ah. Huh. Ah.
Fell into a well.
Ah. Ah.
I got a question. Do any of y'all have like an irrational fear of something that's just like super stupid?
Oh. Ah.
I am terrified of birds. But I wouldn't say I'm terrified to the point where like I can't be around birds. I just don't like looking at birds or touching birds or thinking about touching birds. I also have a fear of knives and blades and stuff like that, but I feel like that's very normal. Maybe. But really, birds just... I don't like birds. Well, I don't like birds, and the other day, I was driving home from work. Work is like 20 minutes away, 25 minutes away, depending on the day, depending on the traffic. I was driving home from work, and there's this stretch of road. Actually, one of the rarest things in the world is for a bird to do is to attack a human. It's not even worrying about them attacking me. It's just they gross me out. So anyway, I was driving home from work, and there's this stretch of road that's like fairly long, and people drive really fast there. So I was going on it, and the posted speed is 45. I think I was going 55 or something like that. 50, 55, something like that. And everyone drives really fast on this road. Police officers do as well. Like, it's just normal for people to drive really fast because it's just off the freeway. So I was driving on this little patch of road, and there's a bird. I think it was a pigeon. It might have been a quail. Something sitting in the middle of the road. Just sitting there. And usually when you drive up by birds, they kind of wait till the last minute and then fly away and get away safely. This bird did not. My car went over it, but I didn't hit it. But then once it was under my car, it tried to fly away. And it got obliterated. And I looked back in my rearview mirror, and what I saw was feathers. And I'm sure the person behind me was like, just startled, because they were pretty close behind me. And all of a sudden there's just feathers. It was just the weirdest experience I've had with a bird. But I don't like touching birds. Birds just gross me out. An uninvited guest is right here. It was really, really weird. I worked so hard to build a well, and now I can't even use it. So if you have like a abnormal amount of fear about something, then let me know, because I think it's kind of funny to hear people's fears. What am I? Just these guys? Oh, and this guy up here. It was a really, really stupid bird in the middle of the road. So stupid. Ouch. Shoot, I'm gonna die. Egg tart. Hard-boiled eggs. Fish. I'm afraid of spiders, but I don't kill them. I make someone catch it and put it outside. Also bees, wasps. No. I think bugs, I'm pretty scared of bugs too. Just, I don't know. It's not even like that I'm afraid that they're gonna hurt me. It's just the legs. The amount of legs on them is just gross. If you know what I mean. I'm taking his horn. Those horns are so good. Where'd the big guy go? Bees don't bother me as much. I don't like wasps, though. If I find one in my house, the first thought is that that thing could crawl on me when I'm sleeping. Yeah, seriously. That's so... Ugh. But if a bird flew in through my window, I think I would die. Like, I don't know if you've ever watched Friends. There's an episode of Friends where a bird flies in through the window and Rachel has to cover it. She's trying to get it out of the apartment. She covers it with a pot. I couldn't do that. Two pony points. Alright, that's done.
Oh. Oh.
Ring ruins everyone's talking about. They fell around Kakariko village in the southeast. We've had that happen. We had a bird fly into the house. Poor things, they can. I have a heart attack if they got too scared. Yeah, I once had to pick up a dead bird at my school because we're not gonna make the kids pick them up, obviously. And oh my gosh, I think I had to wear three layers of gloves and like use like a dirty towel to pick it up. I couldn't do it. It was so bad. Okay, ring ruins. We're gonna come over here. But I think picking up anything that's dead is kind of gross anyway. But my big fear is actually with like knives and plates and stuff like that. Anytime I watch people do cooking videos, I'm like, they're gonna cut themselves. And it terrifies me. Maybe this will help you out a bit. Did you know that birds choose a mate and they only have one for life? If their mate dies, they truly mourn their loss. That is sad. Yeah, that is sad. I still don't like birds though. Like, for the knives thing, if my wife is making food, I can't watch her cut the food. I have to leave the room because of how terrified I am of people cutting themselves. It could be that my mom cut the tip of her finger off like 3 times as I was growing up. Could be that, but it's just, I don't know. Does this count as a ring ruin? No, that's not a ring ruin. Apparently. Oh, I guess I could just be here. I don't know why I didn't teleport to that one in the first place. Do they want it as a ring? Showing the ring? Oh. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I used to have a pet cockatiel when I was a kid. I really loved my bird. He was so sweet. He did chew my notebooks though. I feel like that's just part of having any pet. I feel like any pet's gonna do something to something of your belongings. Cats tear up your furniture. Dogs chew your everything. My little sister lived with a guy for a while, and they got, I think, 2 birds, and then like a snake and a dog. And when they ended up breaking up, we went and helped her clean out the apartment, and there were just bird feathers everywhere. I don't think they took very good care of their birds, but I want a good picture of this one, so that's why I'm going all out for this, because I could have just taken the picture back there, but it would have looked ugly. In my cooking videos, I always start them with everything pre-chopped. Yeah, I think that's smart. I think it also saves on time for the video as well. You don't have to edit as much. Because my wife used to do cooking videos too, and a lot of the video, like probably half or more than half of the video, was just preparing stuff. So I think if you have stuff prepped in beforehand, it's a little easier. Okay, so I can't be this close apparently. What if I take it from up here? Just ate dinner. What'd you have for dinner? Now that's a much better picture than before. That looks awesome. Popcorn, chicken, and fries. Solid dinner. I had a burrito earlier. There's this restaurant in Utah and in Arizona and some parts of, I don't know where it's all at, but it started in Utah. It's a restaurant called Cafe Rio, and they've got some of the best burritos. Much better than Chipotle. Homemade fries are good, as long as you cook them long enough. It's pretty good. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I had honey mustard with my popcorn chicken. That's a solid sauce choice. I guess the other solid sauce choice would be like sweet and sour sauce, but honey mustard is good. Oh yeah, I can get a reward. I'm gonna get a reward. Not many people like honey mustard for some reason. I love honey mustard. I think it's the best sauce choice for nuggets or popcorn chicken.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Let's look at my map. Basically just doing all the shrines right now. I think honey mustard more people like. I think mustard people don't like. Which I get it. But as long as you're not putting too much mustard, mustard's good. And you can get like the Dijon mustard. Dijon mustard's really good. I just think with mustard, you just don't put too much on and you'll be good. Actually, if I eat corn dogs, which I don't eat corn dogs very often, but if I eat corn dogs, I like to get ketchup and mustard and kind of mix them. Not completely mix them, but like have it so when I dip, it's getting some of both. I can solve a 3x3 and a 2x2 Rubik's Cube, my friend. I can do a Pyraminx. And 3x3, I want a 4x4. I have a 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, 8x8, 9x9, and I think I have a 10x10. I also have a Megaminx and 2 Gigaminxes. I've got 2 square ones. I've got 2 Scubes, 2 Pyraminxes. I have... What else? I have a lot of... I don't even know how many cubes I have. Too many.
Oh.
I have 4 3x3s and 1 2x2. I think I've got 2 2x2s. And I've probably got somewhere between 20 and 25 or 30 3x3s. The best 3x3 I've ever found was the X-Men Tornado 3x3 version 3. That one's amazing. If you ever get $40, I would go spend it on the Tornado version 3 with Maglev. It's amazing.
Yeah.
The best salad dressing in the world is olive oil, red wine vinegar, Dijon mustard, fresh grated garlic, lemon juice, and salt and pepper. That sounds really good. My favorite salad dressing, though, is probably like poppy seed dressing. I like poppy seed. Oh, this guy wants the picture of the painting of a Goron soaking in the famous hot spring near Goron City to the north. This guy's weird. But that one does sound really good. The salad dressing you said. My wife really likes the red wine vinaigrette. That's her favorite. She'll buy a bottle of it, like the Wishbone brand or whatever, and she'll go through it in maybe a week. I mean, a week. We still have a bottle of ranch. We have still a bottle of ketchup from a month ago. She goes through that thing faster than she goes through ketchup. Okay, when they said famous hot spring, is it this one? I have a Rubik's Phantom. I have one of those too. I don't have the squishy one or the 50th anniversary. Regular speed 3x3 and a speed 2x2. I don't have the new, like the speed cube that they designed, but if I'm feeling fancy, I add chopped shallots. Nice. Yeah, I've got a bunch of standard 3x3s, and then I've got like the Phantom Cube. I have the Impossible Cube. I have a bunch of like picture cubes that are like holiday cubes. Like I've got a Christmas cube. I've got a couple Halloween cubes. But I'm telling you, if I could redo my entire collection of Rubik's cubes, the one cube that I would have to buy would be the Tornado V3. And I guess the second cube I would buy would be the GAN 5x5. It's a little expensive, but oh my gosh, is it good. You can hear my 3x3.
Oh.
Cube in a cube, you don't have to memorize. It's not worth memorizing. I think I think a better one to memorize would be Super Flip. I could eat salads until I'm bored to death. My favorite is steak salad with grilled vegetables. My favorite food to eat would probably be mac and cheese and dino nuggets. I know I sound like a kid. Chicken nuggets are amazing and mac and cheese is amazing. Mac and cheese is the best.
Oh. Oh. Ah.
Mac and cheese with nuggets is good. It really is. Here, I'll do a solve on my cube really quick. Because it's bugging me that it's just sitting there unsolved. Velveeta or Kraft? I prefer Kraft, but Velveeta's good too. Like, I have no issues with Velveeta.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, I get another reward. Let's go.
Oh. Mm. Oh.
Knight's saddle
Oh.
and a knight's bridle.
Oh.
I'm learning CFOP, by the way. I just need to memorize PLL and I'm done. I don't know all the steps. I know how to do intuitive F2L. I know how to do a number of OLL. And I know how to do all the PLL. I don't know if it's worth memorizing everything. I mean, there are some cases where I have OLL skip and it doesn't actually speed me up very much. So, I'm a sucker for the original Kraft mac and cheese. Reminds me of my childhood. Yeah, same. Yeah, I do too look as well. For the most part, I do know a couple OLLs. Let me kind of mix this up a little bit. Because I don't remember what OLLs I know. So, I have one that's got like a square. I know how to do that in one step. And then I got an EPERM. I would say PLL is more important to learn than OLL. Okay, what is this one? This one is Treasure Hunters. Okay. It's right here. It's not too bad. Not too far of a walk. Yeah, but I would say Craft is more nostalgic for me. But I do like Velveeta sometimes. When I was in college, there was... I don't know if it was Craft or Velveeta. It was a deluxe box. It was like a bigger box. And they had a white cheddar one that was amazing. And I can't find it anywhere. I just need to memorize the algorithms. I already know the algorithm name for each case, but I don't know the algorithm for it. Like I know headlights is T-perm. Headlights with a bar on both sides is a T-perm. Headlights with a bar on one side is R-perm. Headlights with no connecting bar is probably a G-perm. If you know T-perm and you know F-perm, you can start learning blind if you'd like to. Because I think those are the only algorithms you need for blind.
Oh. Ah. Ha. Ah. Ah.
I'm good at F2L. It takes me a bit to do some things. I think the best thing is to learn how to do F2L really fast, because F2L usually takes the longest amount of time. Okay. I'm just gonna jump down from here. But I would definitely get, if you get 5x5 or get 5x5, I would get the GAN, because I don't know any other 5x5 that you can turn this smoothly and not get lockups or pops. bomb flowers. All that work for some bomb flowers.
Ah. Huh? Ha. Ah. Huh? Oh.
Alright, that one's done. Alright. Strongest in the world. I don't know where you are at, but on the West Coast they sell the white cheddar Kraft mac and cheese at Fred Meyer and Walmart. I'm not West Coast. I am Arizona, so not quite West Coast. I found white cheddar, but there was like, I don't know what they did. It was like different white cheddar. It was like white cheddar and seasoning with breadcrumbs. It was really good. I guess I could like just add those things, but it was really nice to be able to just like make it from the box. Okay, let me see. Strongest in the world. I think I have that. Do I not have it? Did you ever come to California and have In-N-Out? I have had In-N-Out in California, but it was like when I was 10. It was a long time ago. Maybe not 10. Maybe I was like 13. It was good. I remember it being really good. We have In-N-Out here. It's not the same though. Like I don't know what. Like California just makes it better. I don't know why. But the line for In-N-Out here is like wrapped around the entire block. It's kind of crazy. I think one of these guys is back here. A lino horn over here. I know the original owners before they passed away and left it to their daughter. The first location was in the town that I lived in. It's north of San Diego. We didn't go in San Diego. We went, I think Orange County, somewhere around there. So, not quite the same area, but it was years ago before they expanded as much as they have. Yeah, I think they were mostly in California at the time. They were known for being in California. Like, nowadays it's like, you know, in and out, in and out. But back in the day, it was notoriously just a California restaurant. In an interview, she once said that she would not expand because she was afraid the ingredients would not be as fresh. I'm sure that's correct. I don't have anything for... Okay. Let's go. Come on. You see all the Southern California locations have the same supplier. They all get the same organic lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and potatoes they grow specifically for the restaurant. That makes sense. I remember because I lived in Utah for a long time. I remember when they moved out to Utah, and everybody was losing their mind because of it. Now there's a bunch in Utah. There's a bunch in Arizona. We live right down the street from one here in Arizona. They are also the only restaurant that fries their potatoes in avocado oil instead of canola oil. And they also took the high fructose corn syrup out of their ketchup. I did not know about the ketchup. That's cool. Okay, where's this girl? Okay, let's do... a Lionel horn. Let's use it to this. $300? She just had 300 rupees sitting around. Okay, that makes 58. I'm in Washington and they don't have them here. I would take any In-N-Out that I could get. Yeah, the problem is that the lines are so long. Like, I'd like In-N-Out, but it's so... the lines are always so long. We live right next to the freeway, and there's an In-N-Out here. And the line, like, any time of day, I've driven past there at 3 a.m. And any time of day, the line is backed out through the entire... it's going across the entry road. It's just... it's kind of the same thing with, like, Chick-fil-A and with Cane's. And I don't like Cane's. I think Cane's is bland. But it's the same thing. It's just like too many people are there, so it kind of ruins the experience. Alright, but I'm actually going to end it here. This wasn't a planned stream, so if you didn't hear... and I hadn't posted it on my YouTube, but I am changing my tactics for uploading content. So 2 days a week, I will stream as much as I can. Like, if I have the capability of streaming, I will stream. But the other days of the week, I'm not planning on streaming. Especially Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday are... my days to record content so I can upload something. I uploaded a video earlier today that was a Zero Dawn video. So the Saturday streams might not always be a solid thing, a thing to expect. So just letting you know that on Monday and Thursday are my streaming days now. All the other days are not guaranteed. But anyway, take care. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for being here. And yeah, have a good weekend. Bye.